Hello Gemini, Gemini Rising and Gemini Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 19th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you Gemini people out there, remember I've got a special pre-sale or pre-order sale going on. It's hard to say it for some reason. A pre-order sale going on with my Tarot Home Study course, which I will be debuting on the 1st of July 2017. If you go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, it's the same place you would go to get a session with me anyway, you would be able to actually pre-order your Tarot Home Study course at a discount. You'll get a voucher and you can redeem it after it debuts on the 1st. Now this home study course is going to have over 3 hours of video content teaching about the tarot, my way of reading the tarot, as well as a lot of supplemental documents taken directly from the book that I'm writing. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think a lot of you are going to really enjoy this, especially because it does talk all about ways that you can get really good at the tarot and learn the tarot at your own pace in your own space. So, that being said, what is going on with your astrology this week? Let's talk about the astrology, yeah. Well, this week, on Tuesday, we've got Mercury and the Sun in your sign, forming a square to Chiron, currently in your 10th house of career, upward mobility, and promotions. And remember, Chiron is sort of our old wounds, things that are not healed, our bruises, our issues, our baggage. And when Mercury and the Sun are bringing good news to you and forming a square to Chiron, there may be an opportunity, a breakthrough, whether it's a promotion or just a big break in general, coming to you that you might accidentally turn down because it's not the right time, it's not coming from the right person, or we're still sore about another situation and it's kind of clouding our judgment. Be careful this week, because sometimes Chiron can make us glamorize or over-identify with our pain. And we want to make sure that we are not allowing that to actually be a self-sabotage, because this is a good angle with a catch. Later on in the week, we've got the Sun and a new moon moving into your earned income sector. And this is going to be setting off a huge trend for the end of this month and even going into July. I know it's a monthly aspect, and I know I don't like to copy and paste from the monthly horoscopes, but people have been asking me to do it, they don't know what to do. And with the Sun and the new moon going into your earned income sector, what you can usually see is that there is an opportunity, yes, for new work, absolutely, but a new way to get paid in general coming your way, whether this is an opportunity for a raise or an opportunity to find a better employer doing the same job you do now. And this may actually be exactly what the doctor ordered for those of you who feel like you've hit a bit of a ceiling. A new job could even present itself for, for those of you who are looking around for just a way to make some extra scratch on the side. Pluto retrograde is in your 8th house of shared resources and passive income, and there may be a new side project or new side job that you take on that pays better than you could have expected. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we've got the card of the Trickster upright. And the Trickster is kind of interesting here, because this does talk a lot about perhaps a problem where there is somebody who is absolutely trying to get your goat by going out of their way to make you change your mind about what they are presenting to you. They may not be trying to change your mind about them, but they may be trying to feign support for a choice or an opportunity that you have, while also at the same time kind of subverting you, trying to also diminish your commitment to that cause. And sometimes that can happen with friends, with family, with coworkers. Sometimes they're doing it because they want to stay on our good side, but they don't approve of what we're doing. Sometimes they do it because they are simply trying to find a way to, skim something off for themselves. Sometimes people get some people are scavengers. They're not hustlers, they're scavengers. And this can be a situation this week where you've got to pay attention to where somebody is getting perhaps overly enthusiastic about something new that you take on, but they're really thinking more about them, and they may not actually be the long-term support or, or moral support that you need, even though that's what they're trying to present right now. Here she is. Alright, for your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed. We were just talking about somebody like this. The Queen of Wands reversed can often show up as a situation where, again, somebody is going out of their way to try and bolster you and boost you up, but it's in a way that's extremely self-serving. And usually with the Queen of Wands reversed, it has something to do with riding coattails. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make a life of being a promoter and bringing awareness to a good cause, a good person, or a good thing. But when you step in front of that which you are trying to take care of, or that which you are trying to promote, you have crossed the line. And you may notice that with somebody this week. The Queen of Wands reversed could show up as a fire sign female, an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. This could even be a boss or a coworker that actually is going out of their way to, again, bolster you up, but then may also be trying to steal a bit of the limelight. It's nice that if you want to give them credit, but beware of the fact that they're doing what they're doing because they want a piece for themselves. They probably don't think they could do it on their own. And maybe she's incapable. I know a lot of Gemini, so I like to get bitchy on the Gemini ones, because we might know somebody. We might talk about it later. Alright, so for your communications with air, we do have the World card upright. And with the World card upright, it's actually fabulous news, honestly. With the World card upright, there could be news of some big success that is coming to a friend or relative that, unlike the Queen of Wands, they do want to share with you. Okay? That they are actually trying to pass on to you, to spread the wealth, so to speak. The World card upright can also indicate a breakthrough that's coming your way when a friend or a relative actually goes out of their way to achieve some kind of goal for you on your behalf, and then steps aside, almost the exact opposite of that Queen of Wands reversed. Sometimes this can teach us a lesson about professional, or work culture versus personal culture, or, being personal with people versus having that professional relationship, that, the difference between a friend and a contact, that kind of thing. And the World card upright is saying from a very humble place, or perhaps even somebody from your past, there could be some kind of big gift or big breakthrough coming through. And again, the World card upright does indicate it may be an achievement that that's all theirs, but they're already deciding to divide things up between their loved ones to kick some down. So good on you. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Judgment card upright. There may be a test, evaluation, or maybe even some kind of tense discussion or argument that you have been putting off for far too long that needs to come out, Gemini. The Judgment card upright says there is something that needs to come to a head that you have been avoiding. This may be a very important talk that you do need to have with somebody that you don't know how they're going to react. This may be a test or an examination, or maybe even an application or an interview, or something that you're kind of putting off because you're not feeling prepared for it. Maybe you're not prepared, you want to study more, you want to, you want to see if you've got everything together. And the Judgment card upright is saying, no, stop procrastinating, stop putting it off. If anything, you may actually feel a bit more metaphorically flabby by actually putting it off yet another week, yet another month. The Judgment card upright is working in your favor should you heed on this challenge or take on this issue. But, this situation, whatever it is, does need to be called out and brought to a head. And this may be a situation, again, that you have been avoiding, maybe for fear of conflict, or maybe you just don't, you don't know if you're ready to actually pass the test or graduate from that situation or promote yourself or whatever. But this actually does have to happen. And if you have been, again, if you've been putting it off, for far too long, the Judgment card as your challenge is saying, knock it off. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Eight of Cups reversed. Traveling back down memory lane seems to be the theme for a lot of you Gemini people, and you know what? Love is going to come in all shapes and sizes for a lot of you through October. Especially for those of you who are Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising. Remember, check your rising, and I'm not kidding when I say that. And with the Eight of Cups reversed, this usually does indicate something coming back from the past or through somebody from your past. Yes, this could indicate a reunion with an old flame, an old crush for those of you who are single, possibly even those of you who are coupled. But with this card, it's not necessarily saying it's going to be them that you end up with if you're single. This could be somebody who connects you with another person, but nostalgia is the big push. We also see with the Eight of Cups reversed, you and your sweetheart, you and your partner, for those of you who are in couples, may actually decide that you are going to go and maybe try and relive an era from your past where the two of you were a lot happier. You may be deciding to, change your schedule back to something that used to work. You may be trying to maybe think about a way to move back to a town or a neighborhood where, the two of you felt a little bit happier, or where there are people that you feel are stronger support systems for you. We're going to be reconnecting and tying up a lot of, retying a lot of threads to a lot of people that we don't have in our lives right now. And I'm always saying it takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to support a marriage or support a couple, and that may be something that you and your partner decide you need now. And you know what? I think you're both going to do a great job if you agree to do it. So that is your horoscope, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.